This is the Spatial Media Expert Series presented by Skyrim.ai. In this episode, we explore how spatial sports media for the living room brings friends and family together.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're going to cut through the noise and bring you the clearest insights, the most surprising facts from a whole stack of sources, all tailored for you.
And today, we're diving into something pretty exciting, a technological shift that could genuinely reshape how you watch sports.
Yeah, forget just being a passive spectator, stuck with whatever the director decides to show you. Imagine pausing a crucial play.
Right.
And then instantly orbiting around the action, zooming right in, maybe even seeing it from the quarterback's perspective.
It sounds futuristic, but it's really not anymore. We're talking about spatial sports media. Essentially, it's volumetric 3D capture of live sports action.
So not just another camera angle.
No, not at all. It's about capturing the whole game environment in like a fully explorable 3D space, letting you actually step inside the moment, so to speak.
Okay, and the really interesting part for this deep dive, what we really want to dig into, is how this cutting-edge stuff is moving beyond those, specialized headsets.
Yeah, the VR goggles and things.
Exactly. And coming right into your living room, onto your regular smart TV. We want to explore how this transforms your game night. Gives you this incredible control, but, and this is key, without losing that shared communal feeling of watching together.
That's the balance, isn't it? The idea is you can take control for a moment, really analyze a play.
Right. Dive deep.
And then, boom, jump straight back to the live broadcast so you don't miss anything important.
Seamlessly. Okay. And to help us unpack this, where are we drawing our insights from today?
We've pulled together findings from recent industry reports, some expert analyses, including stuff from Skyrim.ai, and also looked at some comprehensive sports fan studies from Deloitte. So a pretty solid base.
Great. So let's start with the basics. This spatial sports media. What does it actually mean for the average fan watching at home?
Well, at its heart, it's about capturing the real action, the players, the ball, everything in 3 dimensions, creating this kind of living, breathing 3D model of the game as it's happening. And the promise, the big idea, is that it breaks the confines of the director's camera angles and puts viewers in control of how they watch the game.
That sounds like a huge shift. From passive to active.
Precisely. It turns passive spectators into active participants. You're not just watching anymore, you're actually interacting with the replay.
Can you give us a concrete example? Make it a bit clearer.
Sure, absolutely. Think about, say, a basketball game. There's a fantastic play, maybe a controversial foul call or an amazing dunk.
Right.
Normally, you see the 1 or 2 replay angles the director chooses. With spatial media, you could pause that moment and then use your remote to literally orbit around the player making the dunk.
So I could look from above, from the side.
Exactly. Zoom in on their feet to see if they stepped out, check the defender's position, maybe even overlay data like, how high they jumped or their speed going to the basket.
Wow. Okay.
It takes a simple replay and turns it into this really immersive, interactive exploration. You're figuring things out for yourself.
That does sound incredibly engaging. But, for the broadcasters, the leagues, is this just cool tech? Or is there a real strategic reason for them to invest?
Oh, it's definitely way more than just technological fluff. For the industry folks, this is a major strategic opportunity. It's about driving deeper fan engagement, especially across all the different devices people use now.
And people tuned in, basically.
Yeah, exactly. It tackles that challenge of how to keep fans, particularly younger ones, captivated by live sports when there are so many other things competing for their attention. It gives them the kind of interactivity they expect everywhere else online.
That makes sense. So, okay, it's powerful tech. How does it actually reach us? Do I need to buy a bunch of expensive new gear?
Well, that's one of the most interesting parts. It's accessibility. While, yeah, you can get the absolute peak immersion with specialized gear, the real breakthrough is its flexibility. Meaning it's designed to work on virtually any modern viewing device you likely already have.
Okay, so let's break that down. What about those specialized devices first? Like XR headsets, virtual reality, augmented reality.
Right. With those, you get the most intense feeling. You can literally look around the play, feel like you're right there on the field or court. You use your head movements, maybe controllers, to explore the 3D replay.
Super immersive, but maybe not for watching with the family.
Generally, yeah. It tends to be more of a solo experience, which, like you said, isn't always ideal for that classic living room vibe.
And game consoles.
Yeah.
Xbox, PlayStation.
Those kind of turn the replay into an interactive video game-like experience. You use the controller you already know to sort of fly around a pivotal moment, almost like in a sports video game. Plus, consoles have the horsepower for really crisp 3D graphics.
Okay. And then there are phones and tablets, which everyone has.
On your phone or tablet, it blends right in with how you already use them. Swipe to rotate, pinch to zoom, tilt to maybe pan around.
So I could pause the stream on my phone, replay a goal.
Yeah, check if it was offside from any angle. Zoom right in. It's portable. It's easy to share instantly with someone next to you. Hey, look at this.
But the real kicker, the thing that could bring this to everyone, is the smart TV integration.
Right. This is, I think, perhaps the most game-changing aspect. Bringing that spatial interactivity right to the big screen in the living room.
Using just my regular TV remote.
Pretty much. A standard TV remote or your streaming stick controller. The directional pod might let you orbit the camera, maybe up and down zooms, or brings up a simple menu for different options or replays. It's designed to feel really intuitive.
So it's not some complicated new interface I have to learn.
No, and that's crucial. It doesn't fundamentally change the way people watch TV. It augments it. That's the key phrase. It still feels like watching TV, but now you have this optional ability to take control when something catches your eye.
So it fits into existing apps.
Seamlessly. It seamlessly fits into existing platforms, like the sports streaming apps you already use. Your app might just have new button interactive replay or something. Otherwise, it works just like Netflix or any other service. Low barrier to adoption.
Okay, that sounds much more practical for mass adoption.
Mm-hmm.
But how does this all work technically? Are they just installing hundreds of cameras everywhere? That sounds expensive.
Not quite. It's more about smart software now. This is where companies like Skyrim.ai come in. Their Atlas platform handles the advanced real-time 3D capture and creates these virtual camera systems.
So they stitch the views together.
Essentially, yes. But the really heavy lifting, taking all those camera feeds and merging them into one coherent live 3D model that's done by AI on the platform side. They use AI-based 3D reconstruction, like their Echo model, to build this digital twin of the game in real time.
Ah, so my TV or my phone isn't actually doing all that intense 3D rendering.
Exactly. Your device just gets a stream. But it's a stream with interactivity baked in. It's what they call a fully software-defined media stack. Think of it like turning all that complex traditional broadcast hardware into smart software.
Which makes it cheaper and more flexible.
Precisely. It gets around the old limitations, making live interactive replays actually feasible without breaking the bank. Any screen can become a window into this 3D view.
Okay, let's paint that picture. Sunday afternoon, family on the couch, big 75-inch TV showing the game, and then bam.
Yeah.
A wide receiver makes an absolutely ridiculous leaping catch on the sideline. What happens next in this new world?
Right. So normally you wait, hope the director shows a good replay.
Yeah, maybe yell at the screen a bit.
Right. But with spatial media enabled, you, sitting right there, can grab the TV remote and become the director for that moment.
So I just hit pause or replay like usual.
Exactly. But the app then gives you an option, View Interactive Replay. You select it, and now, using maybe the arrow keys on your remote, you start rotating the camera around that leaping catch.
So I can see his feet, the ball.
See it from above, from behind, zoom right in on his feet to check if he stayed in bounds, maybe swing the view around to see it from the quarterback's perspective, see the throwing lane. It's like an intuitive extension of the familiar DVR controls. Pause, rewind, and now look around.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
But is it complicated? What if my less tech-savvy relatives are watching?
It's designed for simplicity, clearer on-screen prompts. Maybe the up-down buttons cycle through preset cool angles or bring up key moments. And think about personalization.
Like what?
The system could know your favorite team or player. So after a big play by them, it might just pop up a little prompt. Interactive replay, key play by your favorite player. Easy access. Everyone gets excited seeing it from a new angle.
Okay, here's the absolute deal-breaker question for any sports fan, though. If I jump into this cool 3D replay, am I going to miss the next live play? Because that's a disaster.
No, absolutely not. That's been a huge focus in the design. There's always a clear way back. With one click, a button labeled live or back to broadcast, you jump right back to the live director's feed so no one misses the next play.
Okay, that's crucial.
Totally. It ensures these interactive detours are just that quick dives, not something that makes you fall behind the actual game. It works just like switching between camera angles in some apps now, but much more powerful.
So this really does bring immersive tech out of the sort of solitary VR headset world And into the main event, the living room watch party.
Precisely. That's the beauty of the smart TV implementation. It becomes a shared living room experience. The family's still together on the couch sharing the excitement, but now they have this extra layer of interaction they can tap into.
Enhancing the communal vibe, not replacing it.
Exactly. The living room stays the social hub. And because the controls are familiar, just the TV remote, the barrier, the friction for people trying it out is incredibly low. If you can use Netflix, you can handle this.
That's a really important point because sports are fundamentally social, aren't they? We watch together.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the main reasons people love sports, that feeling of togetherness, cheering, groaning, celebrating with friends and family. Any new tech has to respect that.
There's data on this, right?
Yeah, a recent survey found something like 83% of Americans watch football specifically to bond with family and friends. It's huge.
And what about younger fans? Gen Z, are they all just on their phones alone?
You'd think so, maybe, but the data suggests otherwise. Deloitte's 2023 study found that 61% of Gen Z's live sports viewing at home is actually with other people. And 38% said they'd watch more sports at home if they had friends there.
So the living room watch party is definitely not dead.
Not at all. It's evolving, maybe, but it's definitely not going away.
Okay, so how does this spatial TV tech hit that sweet spot you mentioned earlier, keeping it social, while also giving younger fans the interactivity they want?
Right, it's a balancing act. Younger fans, Gen Z, millennials, they definitely crave personalization stats, different angles, player POV feeds. Spatial media delivers that, but on the main screen, everyone's watching.
So how does that work in practice? Say you have parents who just want the game and a teen who wants all the details.
Well, the main broadcast is still the default, but during a break or after a big play, the teen might grab the remote and say, hey, check this out. They can take over during breaks to show their parents a cool alternate angle or a slow-mo 3D breakdown.
And that could actually spark more conversation, couldn't it? Whoa, I never saw it from that angle.
Exactly. It can become a social catalyst instead of isolating people. It offers something for everyone watching together. The game is the core, but there are optional layers for those who want them, which can then be shared with the group.
And this extends beyond the physical living room, too. What about friends watching in different places?
Yeah, there's definitely potential there for virtual co-viewing. Imagine watching on your smart TVs in different cities, but being able to jump into an interactive replay together, maybe talking on a video call, pointing things out.
Like drawing on the screen, maybe.
Telestration.
Could be.
Yeah.
Or sharing a clip of a specific angle you found. It really dovetails with the finding that younger fans increasingly mix social media and interactive features into their viewing. So yes, communal watching and interactivity can absolutely work together, near or far.
Okay, shifting gears slightly. Beyond the cool factor for us fans, what are the big strategic wins here for the sports media industry itself, for the executives?
Oh, for them, this is potentially a paradigm shift. It's merging that immersive, interactive content people want with the big screen communal events that are still the bedrock of sports viewing. Huge opportunities.
Like what specifically? Let's start with fan engagement. How does this deepen it? When you give fans control, let them explore the moments they care about from the angles they choose. It creates a much more engaging and emotionally resonant experience. You feel more connected, more invested.
Which means more loyalty, longer watching.
That's the idea. Stronger loyalty, potentially longer view times. And critically, it's a way to keep younger audiences engaged with traditional sports broadcasts in a world full of distractions. They move from just watching to participating in how they see the game.
Makes sense. What about making money, new revenue streams?
Definitely. This opens up possibilities beyond basic subscriptions or ads. Think about premium tiers offering full interactive replay control.
Like an add-on package.
Could be. Or exclusive 3D highlight reels you can explore, maybe virtual tickets to access certain interactive features. Even sponsored replays imagine a 360-degree replay room presented by Brand X during halftime. Plus, the data you get from seeing how people interact is incredibly valuable for sponsorships and improving the product. And again, tech like Skyrim.ai's platform is making these kinds of things commercially viable now, not just theoretical.
You also mentioned bridging generations. How does it help there?
It really caters to both ends of the spectrum. Older fans often prefer the traditional big screen, lean back experience. Younger fans want the interactivity.
And this does both.
Yes, because the interactivity is optional and integrated into the main TV experience. The core broadcast remains familiar for traditionalists, while the interactive features are there on demand for those who crave them. It keeps everyone happy in the same space, creating what Deloitte called a personalized sports reality for each viewer.
And lastly, the data. You touched on it, but what kind of insights can they get?
A goldmine. Which angles are most popular for certain plays? How long do people spend exploring? What moments do they zoom in on? Which players attract the most interactive scrutiny? This goes way beyond just ratings. It tells you how fans are engaging. That can inform everything from commentary choices to personalized content recommendations. And for marketers, understanding exactly what grabs a viewer's attention during a replay, that's incredibly valuable.
So wrapping this all up, what's the big takeaway for us, the fans, looking ahead?
I think it means we're heading into a really exciting new era for watching sports. It's about merging that age-old tradition of watching the big game with friends, that communal experience.
Right, the social part.
With this really cutting-edge ability to control and personalize the experience. You get your personalized sports reality even while sharing the couch. Best of both worlds, potentially.
And the technology, largely thanks to AI platforms like Skyrim.ai's, seems ready. And the demand from fans for more control without giving up the social side is definitely there.
Absolutely. The pieces are falling into place. It won't be everywhere overnight, of course, but the momentum is building.
It really feels like more than just a new feature. It feels like a fundamental shift in our relationship with the game we're watching.
I agree. It's about deepening that connection.
So here's something to think about next time you settle in for a game. How will this evolution truly start to blur the line between watching and participating? How might it change not just how you watch, but how you feel about being a fan, making you feel like maybe a more integral part of that game's story as it unfolds right there in your living room?
Skyrim.ai was founded by veterans of the spatial media industry and is committed to advancing the field of immersive sports experiences and storytelling to fans everywhere.